Federal officials say having good relations with the Muslim community in Portland was critical to the case. Without that, they say this might not have ended as it did, Savannah.
All right.
Sir, can I share with you our message of peace? At Pioneer Courthouse Square today, the local Muslim community handed out what they called peace flyers. Leaders were quick to distance themselves from Mohammed and the alleged bomb plot.
We condemn terrorism wholeheartedly, and we believe there's no room for violence in Islam, and that we actively need to start taking a stance for peace.
And good evening. We began with the sting operation in Oregon that exposed a bomb plot aimed at thousands of people gathered in downtown Portland for a Christmas tree lighting ceremony. Federal officials say the suspect, a 19-year-old naturalized U.S. citizen from Somalia, tried to detonate a van packed with explosives. But little did he know it was part of a 5-month undercover operation to catch him in the act. We'll have the latest from Portland in just a minute. But we began our coverage tonight with NBC's Justice correspondent Pete Williams in Washington. Pete, good evening.
Savannah, there was no danger to those people at the tree lighting because there never was a real bomb, but FBI agents say the man they arrested had a very real desire to cause death and injury.
6, 5.
As the crowd in Portland jammed into Pioneer Square for the Christmas tree lighting, a man hurried there in a van carrying what he thought was a powerful bomb, parking it in this spot just across the street, hoping, the FBI says, to kill as many people as possible. What he did not know is that the bomb was a dud, the culmination of an elaborate sting.
It looked real. It was meant to be, so the suspect believed that it was a real device.
Federal agents say they arrested Mohammed Osman Mohammed, a 19-year-old student born in Somalia, now a naturalized U.S. citizen, as he tried to detonate the fake bomb. The FBI says it began investigating him last spring while he was a student at Oregon State University. Court documents say he exchanged emails with someone he thought was connected to terrorists in Pakistan, but who turned out to be working undercover for the FBI. In late June, he began meeting in Portland with that undercover operative and another also posing as a terrorist. The FBI says he told them he wanted to bomb the tree lighting ceremony, frustrated that he couldn't get overseas to join in jihad. Court documents say they asked him, "You know there's going to be a lot of children there," and that he answered, "Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm looking for."
He was highly motivated. At every turn, every time we contacted him, he expressed his desire, his motivation to commit violent jihad.
In September, he bought electrical components like these for the bomb and practiced detonating explosives built by the undercover operatives. And just yesterday, the FBI says he helped them assemble the bomb inside a van, 55-gallon drums, and what looked like blasting caps and detonator cord. Law enforcement officials say they actually began investigating him after someone alerted them that he was interested in violent jihad. In one email, Mohammed wrote, "I have been betrayed by my family," according to court documents.
It's our job to make sure that people who have the intent don't connect with people who have the means. We stepped in to make sure the attack didn't happen.
Federal officials say having good relations with the Muslim community in Portland was critical to the case. Without that, they say this might not have ended as it did, Savannah.
All right, Pete Williams in our Washington newsroom, thank you. So who is this teenager authorities say wanted to cause so much mayhem in Portland? For that, we go to NBC's Jim Foreman of Seattle's King TV. Jim, good evening.
Good evening, Savannah. You know, they call this square Portland's living room. It is home to the city's large civic events, like last night when 10,000 people packed in here to usher in the holidays. It would be a perfect target for a would-be bomber. Today, Portland's Pioneer Courthouse Square was alive with the sounds of the holidays and full of shoppers. It was here, federal prosecutors allege, Mohammed Osman Mohammed wanted to detonate his car bomb during Friday evening's Christmas tree lighting ceremony. Portland's mayor tried to reassure the public and offered high praise for law enforcement.
This individual was really going to try to carry out, mass destruction in Portland. So I'm really pleased that they were as patient, they were as persistent, they were as smart as they were in this investigation.
According to court records, Mohammed said he had been interested in jihad since he was an early teen, even writing for a jihadist website under an assumed name. He went to Westview High School in the Portland suburb of Beaverton, where classmates recall he once gave a presentation on how to make an explosive device. While the details of the plot are shocking enough, even more stunning to Portland's residents is that it happened here.
That's really scary.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Well, at least they caught him.
Sir, can I share with you our message of peace?
At Pioneer Courthouse Square today, the local Muslim community handed out what they called peace flyers. Leaders were quick to distance themselves from Mohammed and the alleged bomb plot.
We condemn terrorism wholeheartedly, and we believe there's no room for violence in Islam, and that we actively need to start taking a stance for peace.
Friends say Mohammed was outgoing, certainly not a loner. They do add that he would joke about being a terrorist. They thought nothing of that until now. Savannah?
All right, Jim Foreman in Portland for us tonight. Thank you.